What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense here. Got a little review for you today, and it is simply 10 fragrances that I have in my collection that are great for this time of the year, you know, the spring, the summertime, that I think invoke good feelings. Most of them are inexpensive and, of course, under the radar that nobody's really talking about. No further ado, let's get right to it. Okay, I said most of them. Now, this one, Tommy Bahama Set Sail St. Bart's, is the most popular out of this whole line. And this is just a nice, cool, refreshing fragrance. Good for a warm summer's day, a warm spring day. Because I know we're not in summer yet, but still, spring days in Alabama get hot. We don't want to talk about that though. But this is a good, refreshing type of fragrance. It smells really good. Nice, tropical type of vibe. Sort of, it smells like a drink. Easy fragrance to wear, just a dumb reach. You spritz this on, you're gonna feel good. If you've had a stressful day, you come home and change out of your work clothes, whether it's a suit or a uniform or whatever, and you spritz this on after a nice shower, you're gonna feel pretty good. It's gonna give you a nice, little pick me up, a little energized, and a little ump to finish out the rest of your day. Great smelling fragrance. When I bought it, it was under $20, and I'm pretty sure it's still around there now. Great smelling fragrance, and that's Tommy Bahama Set Sail St. Bart's. Performance on it is okay for cologne concentration. About an hour and a half projection on me, 3.5 to 4 hours longevity. But again, that's a cologne concentration. So, what do you get with those? You don't get much performance. All right, moving along. Next one, we're going to stay in the same house, but one from that house that doesn't get a whole lot of talk. And it's St. Kitts by Tommy Bahama. Tommy Bahama Set Sail St. Kitts. And this one is tricky because you can wear this one in the summer, but you can wear it in the winter too. What makes it a wintertime frag is it's very sweet. So this one will go very, very good on a summer's day as well. Now, I said summer's day, on a winter's day as well, but definitely a summer, spring frag. And the reason that I say that is because it's sweet. It does have a sweetness to it. But again, very smooth, very cool, very relaxing type of fragrance. That Set Sail St. Kitts. I don't hear many people talking about this one, but it is one, if you see, it's worth purchasing and adding to your collection. Especially if you like those sweet, younger style fragrances. Very similar to Versace's Eros. It's in that same vein, that same wheelhouse. So if you have Eros, you may not want to pick this up. But if you're looking for Eros and you're looking for a close alternative, try this one. It fits that wheelhouse. I like it a lot. Again, it's an EDC. It's a cologne concentrate, so it's not going to be the strongest of fake fragrances. But for the money, you get a solid fragrance, and nobody's really wearing this. Again, it is a typical sweet type fragrance. It's nothing reinventing. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it is one that smells good. Will not break your bank. You will like it. All right, moving along. The next one is from a house that I love dearly, and it is Perry Ellis, and it is none other than Perry Ellis Spirited. And what this one is, let me see if I can find something to spray real quick. Spray this on real quick. What this one is a nice, appley, spicy, I don't know who that is texting me. Nice, appley, spicy type of frag. And it smells really, really good. This one I could see on these spring nights when it's still a little bit cooler, or on some of these cool spring days. It's just a good fragrance that nobody's really giving a lot of love to. It's not necessarily fruity. Yeah, that does smell good. It smells real good. It's not necessarily a fruity frag, but you will pick up on a little bit of apple in there and some spice. And I think it's a decent fragrance. And again, this is one you don't see a lot at the rack stores, which, we're not at the rack stores anymore because they're closed. But you can find this online, extremely cheap. It's a Perry Ellis fragrance, so you can get this bottle for around $20. And again, I think you should get it. It's definitely different. If you like a red type of fragrance, a fragrance with a little spice, a little bite, a little sweetness, try this one. I think this would be great on a cool spring day or a cool spring night. All right. The next one is from the house of Lacoste, and it is Live. Now, I happen to have the Raymond Pettibone edition, so I don't know if it smells different from the normal Lacoste Live, but I can only tell you what this one smells like. And this one is a nice citrusy type fragrance, typical for this time of the year, but give it a squirt there. It does smell good. That smells nice. And actually, when I wore that, my wife gave me several compliments on this the last time I wore it. It is a nice fragrance. It does smell a little bit masculine, but it's not over the top, and it doesn't smell dated at all. But it does smell like a Lacoste fragrance. You definitely pick up the DNA in there. Yeah, you'll definitely pick up that DNA. You'll definitely smell it. You'll definitely know it is from the house of Lacoste. It smells good. Performance on that one was actually decent. I got around 2 hours of projection and about 5, 6, 7 hours of longevity on it. It actually did decent on my skin. Now, like I said, everybody gets different performance out of a fragrance. That's why I really don't like talking about fragrance performance, but it is part of a review. But it's so hard to pinpoint it because climate, how the fragrance has been stored, what was done to it before it even got to you, all of that, comes in hand. All of it plays a factor in how the fragrance performs. So it's hard to just say, that all fragrances perform the same. Some are beast mode and some aren't. But, moving along. The next one is from the house of Karolina Harada, and it is 212 Man. And I like this one as well. This is another one that my wife complimented me on when I wore it. Great atomizer, great sprayer on this one. Magnetic top, I like that. And I got this one on sale for like $20, $24. I would, if you get this online, I think it's closer to $30 or $35. But that's still not really expensive for a fragrance. But this one, great spring and summertime and early fall fragrance. If you pick this one up now, you'll get a lot of use and wear out of this one. Why? Because it's very citrusy. And it doesn't smell like a cheap citrus either. When I wore this, I remember my wife saying it didn't smell cheap. I'm trying to think if she said it smelled expensive. I can't really remember. But it is a nice fragrance that's a citrus-based fragrance, but it's still masculine and manly at the same time. And again, it doesn't smell dated. This is one that I could see being worn the rest of the spring, all of summer, and then to the warm parts of the fall, clean into the winter. It's a bright, festive fragrance, nice citrus fragrance that smells nice and bright. Not a neroli type of bright, but a true citrus type of bright. All right, moving along. I'm trying to think of the performance on that one. I don't want to lie to you. I don't remember, so I'm going to leave performance off of that one. I really don't remember. The next one is from the house of Cigna, and it is Womo. And this is no stranger to the community. It got some talk a few years back, maybe a couple of summers ago, but people have kind of forgotten about this one. And this one is a nice melon-based fragrance. Definitely can smell the melon in it, but it definitely smells good. And this is a cheapie. I saw this in the clearance racks all day long for $7, $8 to $10 for the smaller 1.7 ounce bottle. This is the bigger one, but it would be in the bargain bins all day long for around the $10 mark. As a matter of fact, I think I picked this one up around Christmas for, I think I paid $12 for it. And it's the 100 mil, and Cigna is an amazing house. I think it's an Italian suit company. I think that's how they started. I know it's an Italian company. I think that's how they started, was making clothing, making suits, and you can't go wrong with that one. I sprayed it on my hand. The reason I sprayed it on paper. Nice, calm, melon, just easy to wear, calming fragrance. Again, that's another one. If you're having a stressful day, I think you can spray that on and just be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good now. All right, moving along. Another one. Lanvin Oxygen. Now, I like this one. I like this one a lot. This one just reminds me of a very light, soapy fragrance. It's a mixture of being around some brush or some woods outside, but it's not woodsy. It's airy, which I guess that's why they call it oxygen. It's airy, and I know juniper berries listed in the notes, So you pick up on just a little bit of that juniper berry. A lot of a soapiness, just a very light soapy fragrance. And that goes good any time of the year. If you see this or get a chance to buy this, pick it up. It's extremely cheap. I've seen it as low as $10, $11. Great smelling fragrance. Not a lot of people are talking about it and nobody's really wearing it. If you get this, you're going to stand out. This could easily be worn to the office. It could be worn to bed. It's just an easy to wear, inexpensive banger of a fragrance. It's not going to blow you away with this performance, with this longevity or its projection. Neither one of those are going to just astound you. But for the price that you're going to pay for that fragrance, if you're looking to add something to your collection that's a little bit different and off the beaten path and that nobody's talking about, Lanvin Oxygen is a good one. I like it. And if you like to layer fragrances, that would be a good one to layer with as well. The next one is from a house that when it first came out, it was hot, it was expensive. Everybody was snatching up everything with the name on it. And it is Ed Hardy. This is Ed Hardy's Love and Luck. This one is amazing. For the price you pay for this fragrance, man, oh man, oh man. This is a banger. This is a winner. This is a 5-star fragrance in my opinion. It smells like Creed's Millicent Imperial. It also smells like Sean John's Unforgivable. To me, this is better than Sean John. I like it. I like it a lot. This is about my second or third bottle of this stuff. This one is full because I have a smaller bottle in there that I'm about to finish off, but I kept, like, it's in there, and I have this one. Hold on. Battery's going dead, of course. But man, oh man, is this a nice tropical, coconutty type of fragrance. Very calming, very relaxing. Notice that all of these are calming and relaxing. That wasn't the topic of this video. But I guess when I think about springtime fragrances, I guess that's what I think about. Because spring is a very calming time of the year. To me, anyway. All right, I got 2 more. And then I'm going to shut this bad boy down. The next one is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I had this way back in the 90s. And it is Clinique Happy. I remember going to the mall and buying this fragrance. And it is Clinique Happy. And that name fits this fragrance. Bright, citrusy type of fragrance. Easily see this worn on one of those beautiful spring days. It reminds you of the spring and the honeysuckles and all the stuff that comes out in the spring. Easily see this fragrance being worn then. Definitely be a great frag to wear in the summertime in the high heat. If you're going on vacation, going to the beach, or man, this smells nice. Somewhere like that, easily pull this bad boy out. It is probably one of the more expensive fragrances in the bunch, though, because I think the 1.7 of this is going to run you about $30, which is still not expensive. But, yeah, one I definitely think you should get in your collection. Just it's not a monster projector. None of these are. None of these are monster projectors, but it is a soft, smooth, invigorating type of fragrance that smells good, and I think it'll give you some good vibes. You know, if you're having one of those days, like I said, just spray that bad boy on, and I think you're gonna be all right with it. I like it. I like it a lot. Like I said, this is my second or third bottle of it. I had this back when I was a young Trey Sense, boy. Back when I was young, fresh out of high school, like 96 or 97. I thought I knew something, which I graduated in 95, but I thought I knew something, and I had this, man, and it's a great, and also, this is a men's fragrance, but this could easily be worn by a chick. This could easily be a unisex fragrance. It's just that fresh, and yeah, very easy to wear fragrance. I like it. I like it a lot. The next one and the last one on this list is probably, that's a funny word, probably, as we say in Alabama. This is probably the hardest one to find, or the least talked about, and it is from the house of Alfred song, and it is Paradise. And Paradise it is. This fragrance right here, man. Whew. Oh my goodness. Fresh, watery, green, melony, just a C notes I think was listed in there, but it's just a fresh, watery goodness of a fragrance. This smells really, really nice. And it's really, I would say it's inexpensive. And I almost didn't put this one on the list, but here's the problem. I think this one has been discontinued. Now, I seen it as low as $21, $22, and I've seen it as high as $175. So, but I didn't want to leave it off the list. If you're looking for something that really doesn't smell like anything else out there, that's fresh, that's watery, but not an aquatic, but just a fresh scent, not a citrusy scent, that will be good for the spring and the summer, this is definitely one that fits that vibe. I advise you, though, if you want to try to pick it up, because Fragrance X does not have it and Fragrance Net does not have it, try eBay and be sure you get the Home, because the other one is for women. The women is in the lighter green, the men is the darker green. But this is a great smelling fragrance. It smells good. It does what it's supposed to do. I can't remember performance on it, but what I can tell you is this is a nice, pleasing, watery type of scent that smells good. Yep. Alfred Song Paradise. All right, guys. That is 10 fragrances in my collection that I think are great for this time of the year, that smells good and it gives you this vibe. Just this good feeling, this great vibe. And I like it. Like it a lot. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this wasn't intended to be a video about fragrances that give you a good vibe, but all of these just happen to do that. So there's J-Rock commenting on Kevin Holt's post. And I like them all. They all smell good. They're all reasonably priced. And they're all decent performers for what you pay for them. So you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Be sure to comment below. If you have any familiarity with these fragrances, be sure to let me know. Leave it in the comments below. If you have any of these fragrances, let me know. If you've smelled them, let me know. Let me know. I hope everybody's staying safe out there and having a great Wednesday. And I'm going to get off here because it's almost 18 minutes, and that's a long video for me. So I hope everybody's staying safe and taking care of themselves. And until next time, guys, peace.